Dr. Renee Dow, Board Chair, and also Ms. Nancy Staten, one of the board members. We also welcome, representing the Chamber of Commerce this evening, Tyler Allred. We also welcome those joining us from the press, whether it be on video or if you're in the hall here tonight, and those viewing on our website or social media. Welcome to you as well. Our first order of business this evening will be additions and deletions to the agenda. Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. I have two additions to add to the agenda this evening. The first is an addition to item 4C, which would be a presentation by Ms. Thomasville. And is Ms. Thomasville? Just Ms. Sorry, not just Ms. Thomasville. I was expecting one other queen. An item for presentation by Ms. Thomasville. And I also would like to add a closed session as number 6 and renumber accordingly. That closed session is for attorney-client privilege. It is also for a request to not disclose an award prematurely, which is one of the few times that we get to go into closed session for something of that sort. So I'm asking for that also.
Okay, having heard this, what's the pleasure of council?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as amended by our city manager.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? You may record your vote. We have 7-0 so the agenda has been approved. Next order of business will be our public forum, and we have several people that have signed up. So as your name is called, if you would come to the mic, please, and state your subject for the and your name for the clerk. You will have a 2-minute time limit to speak on the subject of your choice. First speaker this evening will be Andrew Clement.
Andrew Clement, I'm here to speak in opposition to any public funding for the proposed Palace Theater project. As a local business leader and someone that is very invested in downtown and has brought many people to this community, I do not feel that this project will be successful. And if there are those in this room that believe in it, I believe they should use their own money for it. Many of us are going to be paying much more in our property taxes moving forward, and that's something else I would like you to consider. But in consideration of that, we're just not in position to publicly fund this project. And as this council considers what the tax rate's going to be voted on, I want you to think about those who are most vulnerable in this community. I think there's people like myself that can take a financial hit, but there are those in this community that have no margin in their lives. They cannot afford another $50 or $100 increase in their property taxes or their rent or their insurance. So as you guys make these decisions, I want you to think about those who are most vulnerable in our community. And there's no amount of city services that are going to help the single moms and the widows and those on a fixed income. They're not going to help them if we have a theater or anything else. It's not going to matter if they can't make their ends meet. So thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the list is John Herron.
I too, like Andrew, am not in favor for this project, public funding of this project. I, along with other business property owners downtown, have taken a hit with our increased property taxes, and I know that that is something we have to have, and it's inevitable, and it helps the growth of this city. But I've supported lots of projects in this city, including this aquatic center, over my 30 years of being a business owner here. And I came from Greensboro here because I think that it was much better opportunity for me to start my business here rather than do it in Greensboro. And I feel like Thomasville has come a long way in those 30 years. We've done a lot. I was a member of the PACE group as well in its early days. And I just have to ask the question, where, with this project in public funding, where are we going to find parking places? I mean, we have parking problems right now. I just don't see I don't see how parking is going to be a benefit for this building. There's not a lot of parking, and again, like what Andrew said, there's a lot of smaller businesses that have taken hits because of the property taxes and lots of things have increased in our cost of business, not related to this. But I just ask that you consider not using public funding for this project. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next will be Greg Smith.
Thank you. I wrote you guys a letter. I think I'll just read it so I can get it all out in 2 minutes' time. But my name is Greg Smith. I was born and raised here in Thomasville. I'm one of Cushaw's last bulldogs. 35 years in the industry, working for a Fortune 100 company. I retired as a VP 2 years ago. My job was to revitalize struggling companies. When I returned, I saw a lot of potential in the town, but I saw it was a lot of changes in the town. And when I saw we had a survey that you guys had seen some potential at revitalizing the downtown, I really got excited about that, because the idea of restoring the old Palace Theater as a community theater, I thought that's not just practical, it's inspiring. It was actually, to me, it was a genius way to start revitalizing downtown. I mean, I had pictures of Friday night, the downtown, you know, the lights are on and theater doors are open, you got restaurants, you got shops, you got people moving about like they once did. If you remember the old Civic Center back years ago, that's the kind of traffic you had around there. It's not to compete with other venues. There's so many different things that can bring here, just from plays to it could be rented out for business meetings. You have a lot of people that you can bring together. A lot of folks in town go out of town. I go out of town a lot. I attend the venues here in town, and we still go out to see some plays. You see recitals. There's very, very many different things you can do. I think the community theater brings culture to home. It makes us a lively social hub for residents and for visitors. More importantly, it brings people together. I would like to think that the decision is about more than a building. It's about investing in pride, community, and momentum. A community theater can give downtown Thomasville a steady heartbeat and, in my opinion, a brighter future. But thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next is Ben Wofford.
Mayor and City Council. I'm Ben Wofford with PACE. I understand that everybody, you hear the word Palace Theater and you think it's going to be a theater. It's actually not a theater. It'll actually be it'll have the capability of building a stage for performances as well, or remove it depending on what activity we're having there. What I would like to do is just name off some of the events that we do plan to have at the Palace. We reference to the Palace Theater because everybody knows where the building's actually at. But it'll be a community center, and I'm sure it'll be at some point named something different than just the Palace Theater. What we have planned on, the events that we plan on having there will be like a dinner theater. We'll have gospel groups that come in to sing. There'll be the Army, the Navy, or Air Force bands will come in and actually perform for free. Candlelight concerts she was put down here by Fever. Country music singers like Donna Hughes, and there's several other locals. It'll be small groups. This is not big events. This is small events. And it's all geared to just pulling people to the downtown district. That's what we're supposed to be doing, is pull them in and having walking traffic, foot traffic downtown. And by having different events like this on a continuous basis downtown, then it just helps all, it being during the day, the weekends, or at night, whenever it is, it just helps the other businesses in the area thrive, make money, restaurants, stores, whatever. Also, you'll have children's community theater, Cheer City Players, comedians, a lot of comedians, children's movie groups, clubs, old black and white movie classics, murder mystery dinners. You heard of those? Hope I haven't lost a piece of paper here.
Thank you, Ben.
Is that two already?
Yeah, you 2 minutes.
I got to do half of them.
Thank you so much.
Next up is Steve Teglis.
We got 2 minutes. Hey y'all, how are y'all? First of all, let me apologize if my April Fool's joke got y'all in any kind of flack. It is my pitch to make sure that we make it our mission to get people on that chair. I think it's very important. There's a lot of people in this room right now that deserve to be on that chair. And so I'm taking 30 seconds of my 2 minutes to mention that. So that will be my next pitch to this board, okay? But anyway, I think we need to look at this room and look at the excitement, okay? I'm not mad at anybody opposed. I'm not mad at anybody in favor. I think it's an exciting time for Thomasville to think that this many people want to show up to a city council. I think this shows that people are excited and interested, invested, and I think people are desperately seeking something. You know, it's so funny. How many times have y'all been blamed for Plant A coming down? Daily. Gosh, why is the city tear that building down? Nope, city didn't do that, you know? Gosh, what, the post office? About time the city did something about that post office. Nope, y'all didn't do that either, you know? And so, but gosh, look at what's happening at Windy Hills building, you know? People blame y'all for that too, right? Finally, the city's doing something, making these people do something with these buildings. I think that's exciting as well too. I own an event space in the community. I'm new to the event space world. I've been there about 3 years, fully invested in it. And let me tell you, we did 254 events last year, okay? 9 of them were weddings of the 254. Our city is craving space, multi-purpose space. And all we're here to discuss today is the potential to move forward. We want to explore this space. We want to see what's possible. And by your vested interest in this project, when we go for grant money, when we go for investors, when we go to explore and look at other things as a member of PACE, as a person who is a business owner for, gosh, I've been a business owner in Thomasville for 15 years. I've lived in Thomasville for 20 years. It's time. It is so desperately time because our community is seeking this. Our community wants this. And when they can't always see what y'all do. Have you noticed that? They can't see, feel, and touch all the things that you do. But when someone sees renovation or a building, they can see, feel, and believe in what it is we're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve.
Thank you.
Next is Jim Gregory.
Yeah, my name is Jim Gregory, speaking for the Palace Theater. I'm going to pull off a miracle, do an hour's presentation in 2 minutes, so watch me. But I would like to direct your attention to the late 90s when Don Truill was mayor, and then the city council was facing dire straits. The city was dealing with an overburdened sewer system, a golf course hemorrhaging money monthly, and a specter of the state of North Carolina taking over the finances. Under these trying circumstances, the city council voted to spend $50,000 to hire the Urban Design Assistance Team, or as we all know, UDAT, as it was affectionately called. Now that $50,000 then could be transferred to $557,000 today. But the report that came from the UDAT report became the map used by PACE and the city from the early 2000s until today. We have pretty much exhausted the UDAT roadmap as of this time. Okay, so where do we go from here? The final phase of the puzzle is an anchor or a catalyst for downtown. That's the Palace Theater. The Palace Theater can provide the much needed foot traffic that we need for downtown. As we were discussing earlier, foot traffic is going to be the thing that solves the downtown commerce problem.
Thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
didn't meet the objective there. I'm sorry I failed.
2 minutes are
Thank
quite
you.
short, aren't they?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Next will be Jill Simpson.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jill Simpson. If you don't know me, I am the chair of the Historic Preservation Commission. I'm a PACE board member. I'm also heavily involved in several other committees throughout the city and throughout the county. But I'm actually going to just mention tonight is I'm also the parent of a 14-year-old daughter. We travel quite a bit. We go to a lot of little different towns. We've been to a lot of Main Street communities. North Carolina is, of course, now a North Carolina Main Street community. And my daughter has said multiple times, why can't Thomasville look like this? And then as a 14-year-old, she has said multiple times, I don't want to live here once I graduate because there's nothing for me to do here. And that kind of breaks my heart because we are heavily invested into this community, both my husband and myself. And I kind of wanted to speak on behalf of not necessarily the Palace Theater, but just as a catalyst for downtown. So as we visit these Main Street communities, one of the most common denominators is that there is investment and there's a positive momentum from the city. Each of those North Carolina Main Street communities have investment from their city and their city council, and saying that that's the common denominator that can provide a positive momentum for change and bringing more tourism and foot traffic to our downtown, because there would be things for a 14-year-old to do. Oftentimes we have to travel to Greensboro, to High Point, to Winston in order to just get her entertained or entertain her. And so that's why I said I want to speak as a parent. And like I said, I'm involved in a lot of these different things, but it breaks my heart when my 14-year-old says, I don't want to live here because there's nothing for me here. So, and just to kind of mention, as we build these new opportunities for downtown, like rising waters, rise all ships, not just one or the other. So that's all I want to say. So thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Next will be Joe Gray.
Hello, Council.
Hey, Joe.
My name is Joe Gray, and I'm here today representing the Tourism Committee as the Vice President of the Tourism Committee. And I am piggybacking on some of the stuff that Steve kind of said and some of the other positive things that have been said about the Palace Theater. I've been here now 4.5 years. August will be our 5th year, moving from a major city of Chicago to Thomasville. And one of the biggest complaints that I've constantly heard from people that I've talked to around here is there's nothing to do here. I have 185 homes in my community, and they didn't even know there was a downtown Thomasville. Some of them don't even know about the big chair. But I think Thomasville is time for things to start changing around here. It is time for things to move in a more progressive way so that we can get more people to come to this town and see what's going on down here. Thomasville has a lot of potential. We just got to make sure that we're keeping up with the times. We cannot stay back in the 1900s because times are changing, things are changing, and it's time for Thomasville to make some changes also. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And next is Cameron Marston.
Good evening. I'm also going to try to keep this under 2 minutes, so I'll just talk super fast. My name's Cameron Marsden, and I serve as the director of tourism for the city of Thomasville. Thank you for your time tonight. I want to briefly share why tourism is in support of the Palace Community Center project. At the end of the day, tourism comes down to one simple thing: giving people a reason to come to Thomasville. The Palace Community Center gives us a real opportunity to do exactly that. It's not just about restoring a building, it's about creating a reason for people to choose our downtown again and again. Shows, events, performances, things that give people something to look forward to and a reason to spend time here. And that kind of consistent activity is what supports our businesses day in and day out. And when people come, they don't just go to one place. They eat at our delicious restaurants, they shop in our wonderful local shops, they walk our streets, and sometimes they stay overnight. Hopefully they make a day and a night of it. That kind of steady activity is what keeps our businesses going and what helps them grow, hire, and continue investing right back into this community. From a tourism standpoint, it really is that simple. More things to do brings more people. More people brings more spending. And that spending is one of the few ways we can grow revenue without putting additional burden on our residents through increased taxes. And just to be clear, projects like this are designed to do exactly that. Support growth without increasing taxes while creating more opportunities for our businesses. And I would just add, doing nothing also has a cost, especially for our small businesses who rely on consistent activity to succeed. Because at the end of the day, this is about our business owners, the ones opening their doors every morning, putting everything they have into their businesses and believing into this community. As someone who's personally invested in property downtown and as someone who works every day to promote our businesses, I feel that same belief right alongside them. And I truly appreciate the work of this council that you're doing to support growth and keep Thomasville moving.
Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll now go to our next item of business, recognitions and presentations. The first will be National Volunteer Month. This proclamation will be offered by Councilman Jacques Johnson.
Thanks so much, Mayor York. I am especially honored to be able to read the Thomasville Proclamation for National Volunteer Appreciation Month. Earlier this month, I was very humbly surprised by my church family, where they awarded me with a award from Governor Stein for the National Volunteer Month. And so on not only that, but also the immense volunteers that we have here in Thomasville that work every single day to really make sure some of those behind the scenes that we don't even know is happening. And so for proclamation here in the city of Thomasville for National Volunteer Month, whereas volunteers are the heart of our community, giving generously of their time, skills, and compassions to support vital programs and services. And whereas the dedication of volunteers strengthen neighborhoods, improve quality of life, and inspire others to serve. And whereas National Volunteer Month provides an opportunity to recognize, honor, and celebrate the individuals whose commitment to service uplifts our city. And whereas the city of Thomasville expresses its heartfelt appreciation to all volunteers who contribute to well-being of our residents, enrich our civic institutions, and embody the spirit of service. Now, therefore, Raleigh York Jr., Mayor of Thomasville, proclaims the month of April as National Volunteer Month in the city of Thomasville, and we encourage all our residents to acknowledge and thank the volunteers who dedicate themselves to making our community a better place. And witness, therefore, the seal of the hand of the city of Thomasville, and be affixed the 20th day of April 2026.
Okay, you've just heard the proclamation from Councilman Johnson. Now we're going to present a copy of this to each of our committees. So as your committee is called, we'd ask that you come up, receive your proclamation, and have your picture taken.
And stay up there so we can get a group shot, right?
Yes, just hang around and we'll get a group shot at the end. ABC Board. Come right here.
Huh?
Oh. Come on, you can do it. Y'all just hang around, we're gonna give them a totally good, totally good picture in just a minute. Beautification. Everybody with beautification, come on up, please. Hey, gather here, gather close. Okay. Golf committee? Not again? Yes, you're with me.
Come on, Corey.
I'll give you this one, he's already got one. Okay. Thank you. Historic preservation. Come on in, Mary. Okay. Thank you. Anybody from the Housing Authority here? We'll be sure they get this now. Planning Board. Where's Chuck? I know he's here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Chuck? Have that one? Okay. Thank you. Lake Tomilex.
He is also is a member.
Yeah, come on down. Thank you. Recreation.
Like I said, Councilman. Nancy, forward.
Chair. Tourism.
Jeff? Who else? Who am I missing? Dana? Dana?
I'm gonna give us Jody's vice chair. isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Don.
Yeah, Don.
Yeah.
Again.
Thank you. Okay, that's it, and you see we've got a lot of great volunteers here in the city of Thomasville. If you're not a volunteer, check it out. We've got a place for you somewhere. And thank you to all of our volunteers. Good picture. Everybody, come on up that's on any committee now. Get you back here.
Come on, Shorty.
Come on here, Susan.
Right.
Can y'all count? Okay, there you go.
I got you. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank y'all.
Proclamation for National Travel and Tourism Week, May 3rd through the 9th, 2026. Whereas National Travel and Tourism Week was established in 1983 to celebrate and highlight how travel and tourism improves the local economy by creating quality jobs, inspiring new businesses, and elevating the quality of life in municipalities across the nation. And whereas travel and tourism are essential to the success of Thomasville's economic, developmental, and workforce. They stimulate economic growth, benefit local businesses, and support vibrant and safe communities. And whereas the travel and tourism generate tax revenue to support essential local services, such as education, emergency response, public safety, and more. This dramatic duo provides cities with the economic boost and also unites people and benefits the society. Therefore, I, Raleigh York Jr., Mayor of Thomasville, North Carolina, do hereby proclaim May 3rd through the 9th, 2026 as National Travel and Tourism Week in Thomasville, North Carolina, and I urge the citizens to join me in recognizing the essential role of this industry plays.
So I just want to say thank you so much. I'm honored to accept this proclamation. I don't know who to face right now. National Travel and Tourism Week is a great reminder that while tourism is important, the real reason that people choose to visit a place like Thomasville is because of our small business owners. They're the ones creating these experiences that I get to promote. From our local restaurants to our unique shops and events and festivals to the everyday moments that make downtown feel welcoming, they are what make Thomasville worth visiting. They're opening their doors every day, taking risks, and putting their heart into this community. And from a tourism perspective, we're just simply here to tell the story. So today I want to say thank you to our small business owners. Your hard work is what drives tourism. It's what brings people here and it supports our local economy and gives people a reason to come back again and again. Because without you, we don't have anything to promote. So thank you to our small businesses. Thank you.
We'll now recognize Ms. Thomasville, Callie Potter.
Good evening. So my name is Callie Potter, and I have the honor of representing the Miss Thomasville organization. This program is incredibly special to me because it truly feels like coming home. I actually began my journey in the Little Miss Thomasville system, and from the very first time I stepped on stage, I fell in love with what pageants stand for: confidence, service, and personal growth. I was blessed to win each age division along the way in the Miss Thomasville organization, and I have competed for the Miss Thomasville title with the Miss America organization before in years past, and here my final year of eligibility, I am as Miss Thomasville, and I had the honor of being the 90th Miss Thomasville, and when I got crowned, Miss Martha, 1960 Miss Thomasville, was actually there to hand me flowers. So that just proves that this is a tradition and it's not just a one and done type thing. We come back, we support our community. The Miss Thomasville organization is actually one of the longest running prelims that the Miss North Carolina organization has. So Miss Thomasville is not just a title for me, it was a full circle moment. And with this title, I've had the privilege of connecting with many community members in Thomasville through the various events that we are allowed to come to, such as the Christmas holiday events at the Women's Club, speaking at the Rotary meeting, and visiting local businesses. The Miss Thomasville organization truly is about building community and supporting and promoting your local community in businesses. Through this organization and the Miss America opportunity, young women like me have the power to make a difference while also developing skills that lead us to lifelong success. This organization and the Miss America opportunity have helped me personally through scholarship money to help pay for schooling. If you did not know, the Miss America opportunity is one of the largest scholarship opportunities for women. So, because of my journey in this system, I have developed a passion for service, which led me to my community service initiative, Move It or Lose It, a journey to a healthier you, focused on wellness and movement. But when I talk about wellness, I want to be very clear, it's not just about fitness. Wellness is about how we take care of our minds, how we manage stress, how we fuel our bodies, and how we show up for ourselves and others every single day. It's about creating sustainable habits that support a healthy, balanced lifestyle, not chasing perfection, but choosing consistency. Through my initiative, I aim to make wellness approachable and realistic for all, whether it's encouraging someone to take a walk, prioritize sleep, find joy in movement, or simply take a moment to reset. I have visited schools to promote wellness to the younger generation, posted informational videos on social media, and talked in front of crowds. However, I never want to stop advocating for a healthier version of ourselves. If you have any connections, anyone in the crowd or up here, or resources, ideas that could help me expand my mission, I would love to talk to you. I would love to collaborate and grow and really promote my initiative. So my goal is to create a ripple effect where wellness becomes something people feel more empowered to embrace, not intimidated by. So I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to come in here and talk to you guys tonight and talk about the Miss Thomasville organization. We definitely want to pour into y'all as much as y'all pour into us. Allowing us to come to events is really beneficial. And I do want to say that our organization, Miss Davidson County last year from the Miss Thomasville organization, actually is Miss North Carolina this year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make Miss Thomasville Miss North Carolina. But thank you guys so much for pouring into this organization. We very much appreciate it.
The next item on our agenda this evening is a public hearing and consideration of an ordinance amending the zoning map of the city of Thomasville. This request for rezoning C 26-0002. Applicant owner is Joseph Lambert. Location is 1001 West Holly Hill Road. Parcel number 16334C 00D0191. The existing zoning is R10. The requested zoning is C2. I'm going to ask our planning director, Mr. George, to come up and we'll go through the action of the committee.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. A public hearing was held by the Planning Board of Adjustment on March the 10th, and the Planning Board voted 6-0 recommended the approval of the request for the following reason. Approval is contingent upon bringing all setback requirements into compliance. These rezoning will not negatively affect adjacent properties. The rezoning is compatible with the adopted land use plan. The Board of Planning Adjustment finds that the rezoning is reasonable and in the public's interest due to the consistency with the comprehensive plan and the furtherance of the goals and objectives of the plan. The purpose of the rezoning is for a newly created lot is bring the existing auto repair shop into compliance with the zoning regulations. The applicant has addressed the setback requirements as outlined by the Planning Board, and that's the map that you have in your packet. And during the public hearing, we did not have no one to speak in opposition of the request. The surrounding area consists of residential homes, apartment, churches, gas station, laundromat, and other repair shops. The adopted land use plan recommends infill development consistent with surrounding uses. That's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. I declare the public hearing open. Anyone who would come and speak in favor of this proposal may approach the podium. Not seeing anyone approach the podium, I will go to, is there anyone that would speak against? Okay, we have no one coming to speak against, so I declare the public hearing closed and defer to council for action.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the zoning request for Z26-0002 for applicant owner Joseph Lambert from R-10 to C-2.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion to second. Now, is there any discussion? Okay, you may record your votes. Council has voted 7-0, so that proposal has been approved. Thank you. Yes.
For clarification, can we go back and on that motion, can we actually affirm that we agree with these statements, the findings of fact that the planning board made?
Yes.
Sorry about that. If you could read those aloud and just say that you are moving that you agree with those findings of fact of the planning board based on information that was provided with the planning board's hearing.
Thank you so much to our city attorney. So I would also amend that motion to say contingent upon bringing all setbacks requirements into compliance because it would not affect adjacent properties negatively. It is capable with the adopted land use plan. It is reasonable and in the public's best interest due to its consistency with the comprehensive plan, and it would further the goals and objectives of the comprehensive plan.
Okay, second for that?
Second.
Any discussion on that? Okay. Record your votes with the new language. And once again, we have 7-0, so that has been approved. Thank you all very much. Okay, we're now down to item 6, which was inserted at our changes. And we will now go into closed session. I need a motion to go into closed session.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to go into closed session for attorney-client and special award.
Second.
Okay, a motion second. Any discussion? Okay, you may record your votes. Have 6 votes. Okay, 7-0, so we're now in closed session. Oh, goodness, I know.
I'd break my ankles. And women in
My
high
goodness.
heels.
I'm not seeing the vote stuff come up.
Either.
And I go by that to see who